Daytime baseball here on MLB Network. Today, the third and final game in this three-game series between the New York Yankees and the New York Mets. The Metropolitans are looking to make history here today. Can they break the all-time winning streak record? We'll see right after this. Number 48 gets the starting nod for the Mets. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
An interesting stat about this guy. Coming into this game, right-handed hitters are hitting below 200 on the season for him as a starting pitcher. So he must be doing something right when he's facing the righties.
Stepping up now, Bryce Harper. And we are ready for some daytime baseball.
Center fielder number 34, Bryce Harper.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And he fouls this one off. These Mets, fellas, as they take the field here today, all you can really say is they've been on one heck of a run.
Matty, this is the best team in baseball right now. I mean, just a double.
And hold on now. That's a fair ball down the left field line. Should be at least a double. And the Yankees are in business here. It's a leadoff double.
Wow, that's the way to kick off a day at the ballpark right there. Leadoff hitter, and he puts the pitcher on his heels right out of the gate with a leadoff double. It's hard to get settled into a game as a pitcher when you're dealing with the runner in scoring position, one batter into the game.
1-0 the count. And set up behind the plate is Ricky Holiday, as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
Yeah, Dan, we got Ricky Holiday behind the dish tonight. I can't figure his zone out. He doesn't favor the hitter or the pitcher and can be a little too inconsistent at times.
D-Row, you hit the nail right on the head. I think one of the things we're looking for a consistent zone. If it's a tight zone, it's a high zone. Have the same zone. His zone fluctuates a little bit too much for my liking during the course of a game.
Swing and a miss, strike two.
Well, clearly this guy doesn't need many warm-up pitches because he's 98 miles an hour in the first inning. Newsflash to the offense, they better get it going.
Set, and the 2-2 pitch lifted down the line in left. Cespedes is there, looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. And the runner, not tagging, will retreat to second base. With that, here's a look at the Yankees starting lineup. Anybody catch your eye, Dan?
Well, Matt, I appreciate the way Bryce Harper plays the game. He's got an on-base percentage of over 400 coming in. The elite hitters in the game put up numbers like that, so he has to be feeling really good about what he's done so far this season. I'm sure his club is pleased just as well.
Striding in, Tony Gilmore, and the home-away splits tell us he's actually quite a bit better hitting on the road than he is at home. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. And a slider runs in on him as he has to lean out of the way.
Yeah, and he's letting these guys know early on he's not going to be afraid to work inside. I'm interested to see if that takes some of the aggressiveness away from these hitters.
Ready on 1-2. And a fastball just a bit up. Harper, the runner at second with one away. Ripped down the first base line. But this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. Here's another 2-2. And the pitch takes off inside, and it gets away. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch. Not quick enough that time, and he's lucky to get another chance. Count remains full. Another full count pitch on its way. Fouled off. Lifted the other way down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball.
Hey, we all love home runs and gappers, but I love the mano-y-mano right here. 5 foul balls in this at-bat. He continues to make this pitcher work.
The next 3-2. Fouled away. 1 out and a runner on third.
Fan summer's almost here. Temperatures are heating up. The kids are out of school. What better way to spend those summer nights than here at the ballpark with a 6 or 10 game mini plan? You'll save as much as 30% as compared to buying individual tickets alone. How's that for a summer savings? Visit any stadium ticket window for mini plan information.
Chopped at the plate. That veers foul, so they'll do it again on 3 and 2.
6 fouls in a row. This is turning into one of those epic at-bats. Who's going to blink first? Is the big...
That's good hitting right there. Put the ball in play and let the guy trot home from third to put your team on the board. Good baseball.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, number 12. He carries the 8th best average in the American League entering play. Oh, and that one slung through the strike zone that time at 98, 0-1.
Well, even though these two teams are in different leagues, they do play each other every year because of the crosstown rivalry, and it's always pretty fun.
Yeah, for the players, Matt, they love it. Not only is there more on the line than usual, like bragging rights, but they're not having to stay at hotels and all that. It's just like a normal home game where they're driving to a different ballpark.
Missed with a slider. Swing and a miss as he ramps up on the fastball. 1-1.
He'll be kicking himself tonight if he doesn't come up with a big knock right here. That pitch was in a hittable location, and a hitter of this caliber usually doesn't let that go by.
2 out with the man at first. And a little self-preservation down at first as he pulls that one in to end the inning. A run on 2 hits, and they leave 1. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. The Yankees lead it 1-0. Ivan Nova, a right-handed native of the Dominican Republic, will be the starter. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, you can't always judge a pitcher by the numbers. I know the ERA is into the 4s coming into this start, but he's actually a pretty solid pitcher. And every once in a while, he can throw some decent games in there. It's not easy having an ERA under 4 in baseball. He's slightly over that, but this guy's a better pitcher than that ERA indicates.
Settling in now, Alonzo Cochran. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Popped him up. Gregorius is calling for it. 1 down. With a moment here in Flushing Meadows, let's meet the Mets. Danny, any thoughts?
Well, you always have to beware of Mike Trout. Looking at the stat sheet, I was just blown away. He has 10 RBIs in his last 10 games. He's the guy you can't let beat you if you're on the other team, and we'll see if he can keep it up in this one.
Stepping into the box, Mike Trout. Power a big part of his game as he enters this contest, number 5 in the National League home run race. First offering on its way. And that misses for ball 1. Well, this Yankee ball club entering play this afternoon here. They come in playing reasonably well of late, though they have dropped their last 2 in a row.
Yeah, Matty, this team has been playing really well right now. And this is case in point. Chance to jump out again to another 1-0 lead. They've really been doing that. They've been on attack, early offensive, almost ambush-like approaches to their at-bats, and it's working for them.
And opposite field as he lines this down the line in right. And he'll pull into second with 1 away.
You'd think they'd stop pitching to this guy by now. He's been torching them all weekend, and he stays hot here with another extra base hit. They'll be happy when this series is over, so they don't have to deal with this dude anymore.
Stepping in now, Brian Tyner, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. That batting average up in the stratosphere here to begin play. 27 homers and 92 RBIs. Count even now at 1-1. 1-1. And it's fouled away.
Can't imagine he comes back with a third breaking ball. That hitter looked like he timed that one up pretty well and just missed it, fouling it away.
And the runner will get back standing. And now the runner's trying for third. Hard hit ball to second. Oh, what a play! He goes to first. What a play! Save!
Big league play in the hole right there, and that's a pretty good example of why getting hits at this level is so difficult. You know he was running down the line thinking, for real? You gotta be kidding me.
Standing in now, Basil Padilla. As he'll take a look at ball 1. Fastball at the letters, and he turns on it, hits it high and deep out to center field. Maybe not, as this stays up in the air long enough to be hauled in out there. False alarm, and that ends the inning. So 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left on base. We'll move ahead to the top of the second now, all tied at 1-1. Digging in now for the Yankees, number 99. And with numbers like those, he's putting himself in contention for some Rookie of the Year hardware if he can keep it up. And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball 1. Lays off again, and it's 2-0.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
2-1 now. And the pitch on 2-1. Hit hard on the ground to second. Cochran ranging up the middle. Throw to first will be in time, and there's 1 gone here to start the second. Giancarlo Stanton now, one of the better hitters in the league this year, currently 7th in the American League in hitting. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And he just couldn't keep that ball fair as it winds up a long foul ball. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup. Still a ball and 2 strikes. Missed with a slider.
That's back-to-back breaking balls away, but now he's got himself into a little bit of a tough spot. You probably can't throw that again, so your opponent is probably up there just looking for a fastball that he can drill.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch-out. Giancarlo Stanton is sent packing for out number 2 in the inning. Here's Didi Gregorius, as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1.
You know, hats off to the pitcher right there. You got a great hitter at the plate. It's early in the count, and he wanted to get ahead. Nice challenge pitch right there.
Ball taken there. 2-1 now. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. To his left, Cochran. He'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. Nothing across here this half. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. All tied at 1-1. Coming to the plate now, Mark Piazza. He enters play at number 6 in National League batting average. First offering on its way. Missed with a breaking ball. Piazza, 28 years old, is looking like a near lock at this point to make the All-Star game this year. He's currently the leading vote getter in the league at catcher.
Yeah, Matty, not surprised this guy is on the top of the All-Star game voting, but you have to take a step back. This is being voted on by the fans, so I can't imagine how he feels to be voted in by his fans to start in the All-Star game right now. All right, here's how the Bronx Bombers are going to set up defensively today. And guys, the things I want you to focus on today, one of them being this manager loves to shift. He has the pitching staff to trust to be able to manipulate his defense to try and get as many outs and play the numbers as much as he can.
That's a ball. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Down the third baseline, but a foul ball, and it's 2-1 now.
Hey, he looked like he was a little bit out in front on that breaking ball right there. The body can go a little bit. If he was able to keep his hands back a little bit, he might have been able to do some damage with that pitch.
Waiting his turn on deck, Yoenis Cespedes. There's ball 4.
Yeah, the guy's been on fire lately, hitting anything close, so I think this is the way to go here. Get the bat out of his hands any way that you can.
At the plate, Yoenis Cespedes, one of the better hitters in the game this year, currently 7th in the National League batting race. Here's the first pitch to him. Line toward the alley in left center, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. And they'll have runners at second and third following the 1-out double. Now that had to feel good because it was one of those that you don't even feel the ball hit your bat. Show Track tells us he blasted it out there at 115 miles an hour. So yeah, he squared it up about as good as you can. Here's Manny Machado now. Good opportunity for him to add to his season RBI total here, which sits 3rd best in the National League. And it looks as though the decision makers in the dugout will give him a free pass to first, so the bases are loaded here on the intentional walk, and the force play is now in order.
That's what's called getting the treatment. Everyone knows he's a power threat with the bat, so it's all about not letting him be the guy that beats you.
First pitch coming. Here it is. In on the hands a bit with the fastball. It's 1-0.
I know the umpire balled that one right there, but it was close enough. He's going to try and establish that pitch in. As an offensive player, you've got to build that rapport with the umpire. He can't give it.
And the throw to first is there. The inning is over. A couple of walks, but no damage. More to come on MLB Network's Sunday Baseball after this. Back at Citi Field in Flushing, Queens, as we are ready for the 3rd inning in this one. So here now's the pitcher, Ivan Nova.
Leading off for the Yankees, the pitcher.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Ivan Nova.
Sliders in for a strike. Takes a look at a slider that catches the inside corner.
Don't just assume as a hitter right here he won't triple up. He's got you down 0-2, and he might really want to get inside your head if he throws the same pitch again.
So he punches him out looking at the fastball. Ivan Nova goes down for the first out here in inning number 3.
Harper.
One out here in the Yankees' third inning, and that'll bring in a dangerous hitter indeed in the form of Bryce Harper. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. One out, nobody on. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball 1.
Boy, it's hard to sit on an 0-2 fastball. I think that pitch just locked him up a bit. But lucky for him, it was just a little out of the zone.
A swing, and he pulls it down the line and deep. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
Well, this lineup obviously doesn't get to see this guy very often because he's over in the other league, and it's really showing. He's pitching really well right now, and I'm sure these hitters are plenty happy they don't have to face him multiple times this year.
Here's Paul Goldschmidt now, and he fouls this one off. Goldschmidt, or Goldie just for short. He was an 8th-round selection back in the 2009 MLB draft.
What an absolute steal. I mean, this guy has gotten a lot of people some big raises in the organization. To be drafted as low as he was and turned himself into one of the biggest.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. More baseball on MLB Network. Digging in for his second at-bat, Alonzo Cochran. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Second baseman, Alonzo Cochran.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. On the move is Harper. He's there and records the first out. So 1 gone now as you get a look there at where the Yankees stand currently in the American League East. Now to the plate, Mike Trout. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. First pitch of the at-bat. Grounded to third. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Now batting, right fielder.
Now at the plate, Bryant Tyner. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Here's the first pitch to him. And that misses, ball 1. A ball and a strike now. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Way outside, nearly to the backstop. 2-1.
Well, when you're behind an account like this pitcher is, it's a good time to work in something off speed if you're confident in it. Most hitters are looking for fastball.
2 balls and 2 strikes now. 2 out, nobody on. Hit fairly well out towards straightaway center. Harper is under this one. As he puts this one away, the side is retired. Mets go down. So stepping in, Tony Gilmore. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
Is that gun reading right there? Because that just registered at 91 miles an hour on a slider. If he's working that pitch, that's most guys' fastballs. It's going to be a long game.
Now batting, number 12.
Stepping up to the plate, number 12. He reached on a single in his first try. Now the pitch. High and away on the first pitch fastball there. It's ball 1. Boy, that fastball is just sizzling up there. 1-1. Slapped hard the opposite way. He lays out for it, but he can't pull it in. He's around second now as they're still searching for it out there. And he will make it all the way to third now as that mistake proves a costly one indeed. Now at the plate, Gary Sanchez. First pitch coming. Here it is. And that's inside for a ball. 1-0. Hit in the air to straightaway center. Trout has a read on it. Makes the catch, but the runner from third breaks for home. And the runner from third crosses the plate. It's now a 2-1 ball game.
The batter, number 99.
Into the box now. Number 99 comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Way out in front.
This guy's cruising along, pitching well as we enter the middle innings of this one. Less than 60% of his first pitches have been for strikes. If he could clean that up a little bit, he could really roll into the later innings in this one.
A ball and 2 strikes now.
He's gone to the well with that pitch 3 times in a row. I'm interested to see if he changes it up right here.
And an off-speed pitch swung on and missed, and with that, the side is retired. So 1 run here on 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. The Yankees lead it 2-1. And next will be the Mets cleanup hitter, Basil Padilla.
And he's the reigning recipient of the National League's Player of the Month award.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. 0-1 the count. The windup and the 0-1.
Nope.
And that one stayed too low apparently. Hit hard on the ground to third. Throw on to first, and one third baseman grounds out to the other, 1 away.
Catcher, Mark.
Striding into the box, Mark Piazza. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Fouled off. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Strike 3 on a pitch in the dirt. And the throw is made to record the second out of the inning.
Now batter, first baseman.
So striding in, Robert Vincent. He drew a walk his first time up. First delivery to him on the way. That's to first. Does he have another 1-2-3 inning? He does. 8 in a row he's set down, and the side is back with Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, and leading off the inning, the big right-handed slugger, Giancarlo Stanton. And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. And that's right there, and we're even at 1.
I love the fact that the hitter was able to foul that pitch away. I always thought with 2 strikes, You give the pitcher that inside part of the plate, and you do your best to cover away.
Swing and a miss, and he'll start the fifth the same way he ended the fourth, with a punch-out, 1 away.
This has not been a weekend to remember for him. He's just been completely lost at the plate, flailing all over the place. Now that's his 6th strikeout of the series. They've really got him figured out.
Here's Didi Gregorius, as he'll send a ground ball down to third. On to first, and there are 2 down.
The pitcher number 47, Ivan Nova.
Stepping into the box, Ivan Nova. He got called out on strikes his last time through. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Here's a strike. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And a neck-high fastball that time.
Well, facing an AL pitcher at the plate, you certainly don't want to waste too many bullets on him.
And we'll have to leave it there, as this is strike 3, and that will retire. Here's Yoenis Cespedes. He'll get his side started in the inning, and Dan, so far they've been stifled offensively since the first inning.
Boy, they sure have, Matt. They came out of the gates and got hot right away, but whatever was going for them pretty much has disappeared. We'll see if they can wake it back up.
A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1.
For my money, there's nothing better than a 3-pitch see you later. Well, look here. He gets him on his heels with strike 1, up against the ropes with strike 2, and then he KOs him on pitch number 3. Love it.
Here's Manny Machado now, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. That average way up there to start things out. 21 homers and an even 70 RBIs. And they won't get him to chase the curveball in the dirt that time, and it's 2-0 now.
Pitching isn't always about getting everyone out. Sometimes it's about being smart and knowing when to pick your battles. He's been really careful with this hitter so far, and rightfully so.
Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. And right into the shift. And a diving effort there at third. Good way to bruise your ribs. How much for one of them ribs? It's a foul ball. 2-2 count. Here it comes. Line drive, fair ball down the line. And this will be off the wall out near the 330 marker. And he'll reach second now with 1 away. And the screen shows the story right there, as that hitting streak will live to see another day.
You know what, Matty? I don't see it ending anytime soon. And we got to take a look at the upcoming matchups, but this guy is absolutely locked in the plate, and I don't think anybody gets him to lose his toehold right now.
Into the box now, number 48, as the fastball is swung on and missed. Good location down at the knees for strike 1. Skied into very shallow right. And that's taken in straightaway right. Will he try from second? And indeed, he'll stay put at second with 2 gone now. So the batting order turns over now, and set to go Alonzo Cochran, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Hit on the ground out to short. Gregorius has it. Throw on to first, gets him, and the side is retired. And now Bryce Harper. A hit and 2 tries for him so far. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Oh, and that one slung through the strike zone that time at 98. 0-1. Harper behind with an 0-2 count now.
This guy's pitching really well in this one so far. You could just see he's awful confident, attacking the strike zone, and when he comes off the mound at the end of the inning, looks like he stepped in a big old bucket of sassy.
Back up the middle. That's through, and he's now 2 for 3 in this one. So the leadoff man's aboard in their half of the 6th inning.
Dan, count goes out the window with this batter right here. It doesn't matter if it's 0-2, 2-0, he's locked.
He has great bat-to-ball skills. There are some guys that just have a knack, Dero, of being able to get the barrel to the ball, and this is one of those guys.
Throw to first, but he gets dirty and gets back to the bag. Low-scoring game thus far, 2-1 here in the 6th. Again to first, and he saw it coming that time, back in standing. Two balls and a strike to the Yankees first baseman. The 2-1 home. Taken, strike 2. Off-speed pitch, and this one runs in and nearly gets him here.
When in doubt, take a step off the mound, grab the rosin bag, and take a deep breath. After a leadoff single, now you almost drilled the guy with the next pitch. You have to find a way to rely on your mechanics.
Another full count pitch home. On its tailor-made to short. 6, 4, 3, and they turn the double play.
Made him throw a lot of pitches in that at-bat, but he'll take the double play as a trade-off for sure.
Ready for another shot now, Tony Gilmore, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here. And they start him out away with a cold strike.
Here's a perfect situation. 2 outs, bases empty, power hitter at the plate. He ain't looking for a single and hoping to pass the baton. This guy's looking to do damage.
Trout is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Ready once again, Mike Trout. He'll have the opportunity to kick things off as we begin the home 6th.
Mike Trout.
First pitch of the at-bat. In the air to right center and carrying well. Way back there now and gone. Home run. It's a solo home run here for Mike Trout. Number 196 for his career. And the Mets have come back to tie this one at 2.
Boy, this guy's hot right now. Hit a bomb yesterday and hit another tape measure shot today. When he gets hot, he hits them in bunches. This could be the beginning of one of those extended hot streaks.
In now, Bryant Tyner. This will go after a curveball out of the zone to start the at-bat. It's 0-1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. And that's into the corner, a foul ball and right. Just missed with a breaking ball.
Those 0-2 curveballs are really tough for guys to lay off. There's a reason it's such a common pitch in that count, but he did well to spit on it there.
Line drive to left. Stanton is there, and he makes the catch for the out.
Now batting.
Digging in once again, Basil Padilla will swing it from the left side right here.
And this is the side of the plate this guy loves to hit at. Hitting over 350 left-handed, hitting against right-handed pitching.
And now a swing and a miss, and that's what you call establishing the inside part of the plate. It's strike 1. To right field and deep. Look at this thing go. Gone into the upper tank. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. Home run number 42 on the season, and it's given the Mets a 3-2 lead.
Boy, when the leading MVP candidate steps into the box, I'm not sure it's wise to challenge him, especially with a pitch like this. But they do, and he makes them pay for their mistake. He's been doing this all year long.
Now batting, catcher, Mark Piazza.
Stepping in now, Mark Piazza. As he'll get caught chasing a bad one there, it's strike one. 0 for 2 for him to this point. That misses. 1 ball and 1 strike here to the Mets backstop.
We've seen this before. Fastballs in, then breaking balls away. That's been his plan of attack throughout the first half of this game.
He's able to ride this one high and deep toward right center. Gone! Back-to-back homers. Solo shot to right center. 32 now for the season. And it gives the Mets a 4-2 lead.
Well, when a manager talks about hitting being contagious, that is exactly what we're talking about. One guy tees off, and the guy behind him starts to feel a little bit more confident, a little bit more focused. The next thing you know, you've got 3 home runs in an inning, and your entire offense is off and running.
Here comes the Yankee skipper on his way to the mound, and that will be all for Ivan Nova. Gone after 5 1/3 here, as he never really found his groove in this one. Connor Michelle will take the ball now as the new pitcher.
Number 20, Connor Michelle. Up next for the Mets, first baseman, Robert Vincent.
Into the box, Robert Vincent. As he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike 1. He was a ground out victim last time up. A ball and a strike to the Mets first baseman. Here's a high pop-up. Goldschmidt over to his right. 2 down.
The left fielder, number 52, Yoenis Cespedes.
Here's the left fielder, Yoenis Cespedes. He doubled earlier in the game, 1 for 2 to this point. First pitch of the at-bat. And a strike called at the letters. Looked high to me, but it's 0-1. 3 runs already home here. And a big pass at a slider that gets past him. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And this will wind up being nothing more than a long foul ball, and it'll hold the count at 0-2. Cespedes behind the ball and 2 strikes. And right into the shift. And he whips on it as this ball's right under his glove. Well, when you're going as well as he is, not even a 2-strike count is going to get in your way.
Yeah, Matty, he's having a monster season, well over 300. Right there, when you're feeling that confident at the plate, it doesn't matter what the count is. You're willing to go deep and still feel confident.
Trying to pick things up where he left off, Manny Machado. It was a 2-bagger for him in his last at-bat. First pitch on its way. Missed with a breaking ball.
Back-to-back breaking balls. He just missed that one right there, fouling it away. Do not expect a third.
The 1-1. It's a high drive to left. Back toward the wall, but he's going to run out of room. It's gone! A two-run home run for Manny Machado, number 22 on the year, as they open it up to 6-2 now. And we've seen 4 round trippers from these guys so far. Dan, D-Row, what do you make of all this?
Dan, they're absolutely not going to cover off the ball. I'm curious to get your take on this. I didn't find it to be the truth. I didn't mind hitting that night. But a lot of guys say they see the ball better during the day.
You know what's funny, D-Row, is I preferred to pitch in night games as opposed to day games. I always thought it was advantage to the hitter, and so far that looks like it's the case in this one right here. They must be seeing the ball really well because they're just absolutely smoking the baseball right now.
A ball and no strikes. No hits to this point. Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1. Double-barreled action in the Yankee bullpen now. A lefty and a right-hander start to get loose. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Hit out towards second. Gilmore scoops it up. Throw on to first will finally retire him as the inning will draw to a close. So they nearly bat around here as 8 men come to the plate in scoring 5. 7th inning coming up. Mets out in front 6-2. Welcome back to Citi Field in Flushing. Getting set for the 7th inning now with the Mets out on top. But first, let's check out the game summary through the first 6 innings of baseball. So a new pitcher entering the fray now. It'll be the hard-throwing right-hander Craig Kimbrell.
Objective number 1 right here is finding a way to get on base. So I'm not surprised to see him taking on the first pitch there.
The 1-1 is fastball taken high for a ball. Fouled away. The 2-2. That's lifted the other way out to left. There to take it is Cespedes, 1 away.
Now batting, catcher, Gary Sanchez.
Now in the box, Gary Sanchez. He hit a sac fly earlier. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Good breaking ball that time, in for a strike. Takes a knee-high fastball. The 0-2 home. And a breaking ball stays outside. 2 runs, 4 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. And a swing and a miss here, so it's a quick 2 outs to start the 7th. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. There's the good knuckle curve, a ball and a strike. And this is low, ball 2. 2-1. 2 runs, 4 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. And a big swing and a miss here, 2 strikes. Waved at and missed for the 3rd out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers. They still trail here at 6-2. Brendan Kinsler gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home seventh. So digging in now, Alonzo Cochran. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Waiting on it, the right fielder. One out.
A center fielder, number 27, Trout.
Mike Trout will stand in yet again as we flash you back to the middle innings. This was a turning point here. A solo home run that was really one of the key at-bats of the ball game to this point. First delivery to him on the way. And that sinker misses at the shoe tops. Ball one. Here it comes, 1-0. Popped him up. Sanchez moving to his left. And he brings it in on the warning track.
Now batting. Right
at the plate, Bryant Tyner. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Back up the middle. And there's his first base hit in this one. So the bottom of the inning is still alive after the two-out base hit.
Sometimes the first pitch is the best pitch you'll see all at bat. Definitely coming out of his shoes. Aggressive style. First pitch. Base hit up the middle.
Digging in and looking for more, Basil Padilla. He gets a shot to hit here in the inning following the two-out single.
Yeah, and that hit might not amount to much, but anytime you can extend an inning and give a guy with plenty of pop a chance to swing it, the outlook of an inning changes dramatically.
Drilled on the ground is short, and that will conclude matters here in the seventh. Mets strand one. They lead it 6-2. Giancarlo Stanton now. He'll have the first crack at it here as we start inning number 8. In there for strike one. Behind 0-2 now. Wastes a pitch on the knuckle curve there. 1-2. Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His third punch out of the game. With that, we'll give you a look at our starter comparison for the two starting pitchers in the game. And the column to look at is the one on the right side of your screen. Not too many hits to go around at this point in the ballgame. Ripped down the line. And that gets through for a one-out base hit.
Yeah, I don't know if I love the approach of pulling the trigger on that 0-0 pitch. I can't imagine that's exactly what he's looking for. The result works. The pitcher can't be too mad.
Neil Walker will be summoned off the bench here as he'll pinch hit with a runner at first and one gone in the inning. And misses inside with that one. Ball one. And you see the numbers there. He's been very dangerous at the plate, to say the least. Counts even at 1-1 to Walker. The 1-1 home. It's strike two swinging.
I got the count 1-2.
He takes strike three called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are two away.
Center field number 34.
And now Bryce Harper. And with men on base and two away, it feels like this at-bat could go a long way toward deciding this thing.
No doubt, Matt. A base hit here changes this game quite a bit. But if they can't score here, it looks pretty bleak for them heading into the last couple of innings.
Swing and a miss as he ramps up on the fastball. 1-1. 2 balls and a strike now to the Yankees leadoff man. Gregorius, the runner at first with 2 gone. And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1.
If you're at the plate right now, you have to realize who's on deck. I guarantee you something's over the heart of the plate. You have to be aggressive in the zone right here.
3-2 to the Yankees center fielder. And it's fouled away. And he fouls this one off. Another payoff pitch. Popped him up. Padilla's got it, and the side is retired. Yanks leave one. They still trail here. It's 6-2. Dylan Betances is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the eighth. Now at the plate, Mark Piazza. Here comes the first pitch. And that one stayed too low, apparently. With this one almost in books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
A solo shot here to the left, his second home run of the game, and the lead is now 7-2. Standing in now, Robert Vincent, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. He's 0 for 2 in the ball game so far. The 1-0 home. High in the air out to center field. Harper has a read on it, looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. Here's Yoenis Cespedes. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Here's Cespedes with a drive. That's high and deep to left field. But this one will bend foul. Had plenty of distance, though, as it landed in the upper deck. Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2.
It's becoming more and more common in today's game to see relievers like this that can run it up there close to 100 miles per hour. But it's so fun to watch it. He blew it right by him there.
Hot shot on the ground is short, and that's in there for a base hit, his third hit of the game.
Hey, this guy's obviously seeing the ball right now. That's another hard hit single. 3 for 4 right there. He's looking super solid at the plate.
Here's Manny Machado now as he lays off a fastball too low for ball one. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. The 1-0. Line toward the gap in left center. And again, he's got himself a base hit. Make it 3 for 3. And they'll have runners at second and third following the 1-out double.
Man, it looked like the pitcher was trying to get him to go fishing at a pitch out of the strike zone. He went for it all right, but he managed to catch all of that baseball, lacing it for a double in the outfield. That's a great piece of hitting.
Rob Anderson will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 55, Rob Anderson.
A swing, and he pulls it down the line and deep. And nearly a 3-run shot. Instead, it's a foul ball. That batting average up in the stratosphere here to begin play. 15 long balls and 25 driven in.
0.
Swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. Anderson is a big threat in a matchup like this. He's got a ton of pop against right-handed pitching.
Yeah, I think because of his approach. He's not a dead cold guy. You want to try and sneak a piece of cheese in or hang something over the heart of the plate, he's going to absolutely crush it. But anything going away from him goes right into his bat.
Digging in to try it again, Alonzo Cochran. He hits here in a spot where he might be able to put this one out of reach.
Yeah, Matt, down 5, another run across here could very well put the nail in the coffin. Mentally, they might still feel like they've got a shot if they could get out of this jam, though.
Skied into straightaway right. Right fielder has a beat on it, and that's the 3rd out. But the Mets are able to tack on one thanks to the solo homer. Last chance coming up here for the Bombers. It's the Mets 7 and the Yankees 2. Neftali Feliz comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Paul Goldschmidt, who could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Takes this the other way to right. And that'll get by and on through towards the wall. And the Yankees are in business here. It's a leadoff double.
As we take a look at the replay here, you can see that it was a hanging changeup. Nice job of staying back on it, and he's able to tattoo it for a double. And you know, if that pitch would have supplied more velocity, it might have been out of here. He hit it right on the screws.
High in the air out towards shallow right. Tyner has a read on it. 1 out. Stepping in, number 12. 2 for 3 for him so far, including a triple. He's set. Here it comes. A high fastball is in there.
That pitch is in triple digits. I think he had to take that one because I'm not even sure he saw it.
Goldschmidt leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. Here now the 2-2. Oh, that's well hit. Deep center field. Back goes Trout. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
Now batting, catcher, Gary Sanchez.
Ready for another chance, Gary Sanchez. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the 9th. 1 ball, no strikes to count. The 1-0. A swing and a miss. That's the first strike. And this is swung on and missed. So with that, they find themselves down to their final strike here this afternoon. Last chance for the Yankees. Now what's left of this crowd this afternoon gets to their feet. And a good pitch here, but this is taken for a ball as the count moves to 2-2 now on the Yankee catcher. And the slider misses here, so he runs the count full 3-2.
Well, the 1-2 pitch didn't go his way, and now a missed it.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Man, they've already put the all-time winning streak record in their rearview mirrors. But with every win, it gets further and further away. We could say this now. This is one of the greatest teams in the history of baseball.
7-2, the final score this afternoon. New York rode an important 6th inning to victory in this one. Number 48 earns his 12th victory in the ball game. So that'll just about do it. For my partners Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching a presentation of MLB Network. So long, everybody.